Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're looking at the Akai Oniwaka Kiyomori. This kit does have an inner frame. It is a fully plastic inner frame and not a metal one like we're used to. So that's pretty cool actually. A couple problems to mention are I found that these little shoulder pieces and the arm pieces right here want to pop off pretty frequently because the C-clip. So if any of them happen to pop off while I'm posing it, I'm just going to leave them off until we're done. And let's get into that. So the head features a full 360 spin, up and down, any kind of movement you want out of it. The arm, see what I mean? They just want to pop off. Grip tip right there. The arm can spin full 360. You got that came off too. So you're probably going to pose this kit and then put that back on. You have double jointed elbow. Got a good butterfly joint. And the arm can go out that far, but is stopped by the little shoulder piece. You got plenty of wrist articulation. And this has only the movable thumb. And arm can rotate. You got swivel at the waist and a pretty mean ab crunch. And the little mouth here can move. Little mouth on the chest can move. Front and back skirts can move up, which means the leg can go up that far and back pretty far. It can go out really far. This little leg armor here can move. You got a pretty good bend and some armor separation going on there. The little armor here on the leg can move. These little parts right here can flap out. You got some really good ankle and foot articulation. That part fell off. But yeah, overall, I mean, it does pose well. It just, you have to deal with some parts wanting to come off while you're posing it. I wouldn't quite say it's a hand grenade. It's just a couple pieces here and there across the kit. Foot fixed. There we go. And let's go over what this guy comes with. You'll get one big sword and sheath. You get a smaller one. And now, it's not the camera over. So we get this huge, awesome scythe. Now, if I remember correctly, this was like a pre-order / like first batch special. I ordered mine fairly recently, and it came with all the extra stuff. So I don't know if it's just they decided to keep going with that, or there's still just a bunch of first batch stuff out there. But you also see the gun is stored there on the back of the scythe. And with the scythe, you can Pop the scythe off. Pop that bigger piece out. I can't find where that waddled off to. Found it. You can take the smaller piece and you peg it in there. Take the scythe apart. Oh, this is going to be easier to do behind the camera. But, oh man, these things are in there. Alright. You can take those parts out and you can slide in the spear part. So now you can have a spear instead of the scythe. It'll help if I actually got it in there all the way. But yeah, so that's very cool. You get many hands with this guy. You get 2 of each, 2 open spread, 2 closed fist, 2 trigger fingers, 2 weapon holding hands, and 2 just open hands. Now, he does have these larger shoulder units. I left them off right now because these honestly do impede the articulation a lot. The only articulation they have is just this one peg that moves up and down. It can't go left and right at all. But these themselves can pull out, and you can lift these guys up. It likes to come off as well. They do look awesome though. You have his backpack. Fairly simple backpack. You got some arms here that can move around, which we will be storing a lot of his weapons on the backpack. You get these short sickle and dagger effects, which you can take them and you can pull out these in his knees. And that's how you get these guys on. You do get a little part to cover up where the backpack plugs into if you don't want to swim with the backpack on and want that hole covered up. You get a ponytail, which you take the back of his head, and this little armor part just comes down and reveals a peg hole. And just peg it in like that. And you can spin this guy around. Personally, I like him without the glowy ponytail, but the option's there. And now the biggest problem I have with this kit, we're assembling these 2 little like demon ghoul heads. These just didn't seem want to go together right. A lot of the joints are very tight and hard to put together. I mean, they look cool, but they were a pain. And now for the coolest part, you get this massive display base with these cool purple flames. Got your stand right here, which is fairly limited. It really just go up and down. It can't really. It's really snug. You can really just go up and down. You can't move it back and forth besides the angle of the tip here. So it's kind of like where you put them, that's just where he's going to be. And these little demon guys can peg in to holes on the base, and you can have them displayed along with them. And he's got a little rotation there. Personally, I'm probably going to have them displayed without these because I feel like it just becomes a little bit too noisy, you know? There's a lot going on. I'd rather just have him by himself in the middle of the flames, which is just sick. Alright, I got him put back together. Got the big short units on. And I forgot to mention that he does come with a little sheet of water slide decals. They seem a little close together in the sheet, so it might cause some problems trying to cut them out. But we're going to go over putting everything on this guy. So for starters, we'll just bump that camera. It's a very important first part. His backpack will just peg in. Let's get these things moved back here. We'll go ahead and get him up on the base here. So all you gotta do is just plug it into the bottom of the backpack. And like that, he's on there. You can take the short sword and it literally just hooks onto the little side skirt on his waist. Let's move the armor out of the way. You know, I wish I didn't have such big hands. This would make my life a lot easier. That guys, I got his sword, but they're on his waist. You can take the bigger sword and it just pegs in here on the side like that. Same thing with the spear. There you go. Okay. So overall, this guy, I really don't want to hold the fact that a lot of the parts keep coming off while you're trying to move them around against him. That could just, I hold that up against it kind of like my fault. I got big hands. I'm not exactly delicate with a lot of my models when I'm trying to pose them. because I can't get in there and get the little pieces all at once to move them without, trying to pop anything off. But overall, I think this is like a must buy for anyone's collection. It will be sure to stand out, especially with this base. And so yeah, that'll do it for this review. Again, highly recommend this guy. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.